Today you're going to see how we built this structure behind me, 6 foot high, 38 foot wide, grotto with 2 side waterfalls in one day.
Wanna sing my lullaby. Wanna sing my lullaby.
Hey, this is Chuck at Aquatic Artists, and we're here today on a pretty cool project that we're working on. Pretty exciting day here at Aquatic Artists. We're building an ultimate grotto as one of our Advanced Waterfall Systems. Today we're going to do the builds, a lot of activity going on. Got an excavator here, the pool's ready. We already got the grotto top unloaded. There's 5 trucks in line. Each one of them has its own piece of the Advanced Waterfall System. Each panel is natural stone, custom designed, concrete reinforced, and they weigh anywhere from 3,000 to 8,000 pounds each. Each truck has one. Pretty complicated site. Beautiful home, no access. We had to get access through the farm behind us, which was like 1.5 miles through the farm, by the chickens and the ostriches and the camels and like Noah's Ark over there. So we got through that. We had to beg the farmer to let us in because we're making a mess and causing a lot of chaos. We're also jumping between the raindrops with the pour today. Big day planned, rental excavator, videographer. It's not easy to change schedules, so we're gonna pray that the rain holds out, but we're rocking and rolling. This is our setup, an excavator here, a skid steer here, a trailer's getting set up, trucks are waiting. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a great day. So I'm standing on top of this grotto top right here. It is 10 feet wide and 9 feet long. Okay, this concrete reinforced grotto top, we incorporated lightweight concrete mix, 4,000 PSI concrete mix, that is basically a modified version they use on concrete pours in high-rise buildings where weight is a concern. And what they use, there's a special aggregate that you use. Okay, the aggregate is actually cooked and thrown in a burner and expands it. So it actually makes it lighter, almost like a volcanic rock. And it's really interesting. It weighs a lot less. And it's interesting because you have to soak the rock in water before you mix it into the concrete because it absorbs so much water. Very interesting kind of concept, but the reason we do that, lighter weight, you can build a bigger structure, it's safer. So it's all about safety and efficiency and consistent profitability, right? And that's what this does. In addition to that, we incorporated these new anchoring points, these lifting points right here. These lifting points get screwed into an anchor that goes into the mix of the concrete. It gets tied to the cage of the rebar. So this is not going anywhere. Much better system. This hinge point allows you to hook to it real easy, and you just bolt it down. So it's real simple. You bolt this bracket down, which has a capacity, I think, 5 or 10 times higher than the weight we're lifting. You bolt it down, you connect it real simple, and then when you're done, you just unscrew it and take it out, and you reuse these anchor points. So you don't have to cut anything off, okay? So it's an innovation, safer, better, and more effective. We just got done unloading this unit. It was brought on a trailer with the excavator that we rented. Next step is we're gonna unload the panels and get rocking and rolling. So we unloaded a couple of these panel units from our trucks. The first one's going in. We have 2 sets of anchoring points on this. One is on the back to pick it up flat, and the other one's on top so you can pick it up vertical. So when you're loading it into a truck, you wanna pick it up flat. But when you're setting it in place, you wanna pick it up vertical. So there's 2 sets of lifting points. We have the ones on the top now. Pick that baby up. We're gonna power wash the bottom, and then we're gonna set it. There's pins coming out the bottom of it, so we gotta drill the shell of the pool. We gotta measure everything up, and then we're gonna set everything in. On that side will be the first panel, then the second panel on the right, and then the back, and then the top. So this is a custom designed pool shell for this project. The grotto, we custom work with the pool company to custom design this grotto. It's all engineered, concrete reinforced to accommodate all the weight of this unit. As you can see, it's a big, thick beam. This beam is like 2-3 foot thick, and it goes all the way down with rebar and the whole bit. So this ain't going nowhere, and we custom designed the shape. Okay, the pool company did a ledge stone in place of tile, which will look super cool. And our units, the first one we're gonna set is right here. We're gonna drill the shell. And then the other side over here, then there's gonna be a back panel right here. There's gonna be a side entrance. And then we're gonna set some accent boulders on this shell right here. Once the units are in, we'll set a couple accent rocks there, and that should look pretty cool. Got a little bench right here for the step in from the side entrance. We're moving right along. The rain is kind of holding out a little bit, but we're getting there. So we're dancing between the raindrops a little bit, but we're moving along. Second panel's going in. We start with the side panel and the back panel. Looking amazing. And then we're gonna do the other side panel. Ready to set that in. They're gonna drill the shell like an hour or 2 in. Moving right along. So a little bit of a unique situation here. All 3 of our project managers are here on the same site, which never happens. So there's a pretty substantial brain trust right behind you in building waterfalls. Eric, Javier, and Edgar, along with our 2 crews, 3 project managers, 1 site. I feel good that things are getting done right. It's 11:30 a.m. We got here 8 o'clock-ish, and it took a couple hours to get everything unloaded because we had to come through the farm. like a half a mile run and, you know, getting all that stuff set up. And we probably started setting the panels around 9:30, got the first one, 10 o'clock. It's 11:30 now, the second one's going in. So we're moving right along. The goal would be to have this unit kind of together at the end of the day. We'll see how it goes with the rain and everything. It's a total side panel, back panel, that's 2. The other side panel, 3. The top 4. And then we also have a 5th panel here that's going to be, it follows the radius. We templated the pool. All right, there's another, and there's a waterfall built into this panel. Boom, right here, and another one on that side, same thing. So there's gonna be 2 big side waterfalls in addition to the grotto in the middle, 6 units total. And I think the goal will be to try to get these all up today. We'll see how it goes. 2:46 p.m. We got the grotto top on. We had a little rain delay, but we're moving right along. We had lunch. The grotto top's on and leveled, and now we're going to set the side units, left side and right side, which are going to be 1 unit waterfall rockwork, transitioning down from the grotto down to a 3-foot waterfall and then stopping right before the skimmer, because there's 2 skimmers on both sides. So these 2 side unit waterfalls were designed just for that space. So this is a supernatural pool. They're doing like a stone ledge all around the entire pool, and the entire perimeter of the pool is going to be all coping in flagstone, very natural and kind of cut to fit. So we designed the grotto. We kind of incorporated bluestone into the grotto top to kind of tie in with the colors of the stonework around the pool. Come check it out. So you can see the inside of the grotto. Okay, on our other projects, we're like a tan West Mountain stone. This is all bluestone, all in here. So it's going to tie in real nice with the rest of it. Pool builder and the customer love it, that we're kind of tying in the look of the whole pool with the grotto. So once the unit and the panels get set, boom, 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 we build the house of cards, so to speak. There's a decent amount of cement work that has to be done, right? You got to go back and you got to fill in the joints, like the guys are doing right here. There's voids all across the top, and that's got to get filled in with cement and some smaller rocks. Okay, there, in here, there's some cement work that's got to be done. So, like I say, after the units are set, we got to go back and do that. So we have smaller rocks that we'll fill in with, and we have a dyed mortar that we use. It's the same formula that we used when we poured these panels. So it all kind of blends together. So this is kind of the side entrance. The ground level, this ground's low, so the ground's gonna be up here. So this is gonna be kind of the side entrance. So we're gonna cover this with rock. There's gonna be a boulder wall that goes that way, and this is gonna get covered with rock. So it'll create like this cool cave entrance to go in the sides. When we designed the AWS, the Advanced Waterfall System for this, it was designed where any exposed rock is boulders. So we knew this was gonna be exposed, so this is all finished in boulders. Here, this is gonna get finished in rock. You're not gonna see this. And the backside, right, this concrete wall is going to be sloped off on the back, and the landscape guys are going to come in and they're going to build terraced walls in here to plant. So you're not going to see any of this. That's why this is unfinished. All this right in here is cement work that has to be filled in. And right here and on the other side, these are the plumbing lines. We ran plumbing lines internally in the root grotto top that run to the front of the grotto. Then the waterfall comes out the front of the grotto, because this is going to be an upper patio. So you come up the steps, you sit on the upper patio and chill out, and the waterfall's in front of you, so it doesn't get in the way of the entertaining. The entertaining area is dry on the grotto top. So again, simplicity, efficiency. These lines are ran, one here and one on the other side, up to the front, and they tie into the waterfalls from the front. So this unit is set in place. Okay, we located the waterfall. This is where the waterfall is going to go. There's going to be a beautiful waterfall stone here, and then a waterfall box behind it that's going to feed water over top. So we custom designed this grotto top. As you can see, the underside of that grotto top, natural stone concrete reinforced, is bluestone. Normally we use a West Mountain product that's a little more tan. The customer and the pool builder wanted bluestone and flagstone around the whole pool. So we incorporated that material that blends beautifully with the bluestone ledger stone that they have all along the perimeter and around the patio. Nice, all about the details and customization. All right, so here we are, 6 feet high, 38 foot wide, ultimate grotto. 2 side waterfalls, 6 foot high, 8 foot wide center grotto. And it is pow! 5:19 p.m. This is done, it's built. Now, there's a lot of cement work that's gotta be done, a lot of details, but the structure's up. The only thing that we gotta do is add the 2 waterfalls, the waterfalls on the side, waterfalls on top, but the whole structure's up. Not bad for one day. Here we are, the grotto's built. We started this at 9:30 this morning. It's up and complete, 6 feet tall, 38 foot wide, 2 side waterfalls, 8 foot center waterfall cascading in. Side entrance, the waterfall structure's up. We did some of the detail work. Tomorrow will be a rest of the detail work and the cement work, and then starting to build the steps and all the other stuff around it. But it's up, looking amazing, pretty badass. So we are back at this amazing grotto project that we did in Colts Neck, New Jersey. Let me show you, the job is done, looks amazing. Let me show you some of the cool details that we did on this project. So we built this beautiful ultimate grotto right here, as you can see in the center, okay, with a beautiful cascade of water coming off. There's also two beautiful side waterfalls that create a lot of accent on the side. So you have a beautiful sound of water, a lot of volume, and it just sounds and feels amazing. Let me show you a cool side detail that we did on the side of the grotto. So we did this really cool side entrance to the grotto, which is kind of a unique thing, where it's a little bit of a kind of partially hidden entrance, okay, where you kind of come around, and we did this super cool walkway and it leads you to the side entrance of the grotto. Okay, it creates a really cool cave entrance. We did these channels of rock that kind of guide you in and out, creates a little bit of privacy, and then we created some planting spaces throughout the whole thing to kind of soften it. And then there's a patio sitting area up top, which I'll show you. We're gonna look at the back now. So here we are on the back side of this beautiful grotto project, okay? Our AUS systems that we installed on this project, the backside was unfinished in concrete, but now you can see why, right? The landscape company did a beautiful job on the backside. They sloped it off, they put boulders in, beautiful plantings to kind of soften the backside and give it a very natural look. They tied in a lot of the boulders that we used on the grotto to kind of complement and tie it all together. But as you can see, it looks beautiful on the backside. It frames it real nice, and you can see a lot of these beautiful plantings from the front. So as part of this build, we came up with a really cool idea to make the grotto top kind of a sitting area. The client has a soccer field out there that there's a lot of viewing of that. So we came up with this cool idea to do that. So we created the top and made it like a sitting area, right? So to do that, we had to create this really cool set of steps to go up, and we did that with the railings. Let me show you some details on the top of the grotto. So we're up here on the top of the grotto, and this creates this really cool sitting area. We flanked the edges with boulders to create a little bit more security, and then we did these railings to create safety so someone can't kind of go off, right? So you got this really cool area. Now, one of the really cool elements here is that normally grottos, the water will come from the back of the grotto and it will run across the grotto, which makes the whole thing wet, right? Because this was a sitting area, we designed this where the water comes out the front. So all the water cascades out the front and cascades into the pool, so it creates that beautiful look. But the whole top is dry, right? So you can kind of put chairs and you can hang out up here without getting wet. So it gives a really cool aesthetic, but it also looks cool and it's functional, right? You can sit here and they can look out on the soccer field and have a good time with it. We used our AWS Advanced Waterfall System to build it. This beautiful natural stone custom designed water feature is built with 7 panels, okay? 7 natural stone concrete reinforced rebar pin panels or units, right? This was templated to the pool. So we templated the pool and we built these sidewalls and we built the whole thing at our shop, ran all the plumbing internally. Everything was tested at our shop to guarantee that the flow would be perfect and the plumbing would not leak. And when they turned it on, it delivered. There was no adjustment, there was no leaks. You flipped the switch, the water came over it, and everybody loved it. So there you have it. This beautiful grotto project is complete. It came out amazing. Everybody's happy. The pool builder we work with was elated because we finished the project in a fraction of the time it would normally take.
Once we went to contract on the job, he built a lot of the components in his facilities, his shops, and brought them to the site and put them together on the site, which really reduced the amount of time it took to do the project. He had it up and looking like something in a day, and within a week it was completely done.
We've been building waterfalls for 25 years, and this project would take 3 to 4 weeks to build. We built this in a week and a half from beginning to end because the majority of the work was done at our shop. So the build time got reduced, which means the project got done faster, and also we tested it at our shop and guaranteed not to leak, and all the plumbing's internal, so you don't have all these last minute adjustments. Okay, when you build waterfalls and you turn it on, there's all these adjustments. You know, adjust this, adjust that, move this rock to get it to flow properly. Well, we did that all ahead of time. So when it got turned on, everything was perfect. So stay tuned for more projects.